Chris, let's talk a little bit about the Icon Award, right? So I know you mainly focus on investing, but I would like to know, like, when it comes to the Icon Award in your market, about how many houses did you have to sell to hit that?
I'm 35, 30 to
Mhm.
35 in my market. So fortunately, I'm in a bit more of a unique situation since we do a lot of flipping. And I mean, I don't do much flipping anymore, but when I joined
Yeah.
EXP, we was doing a lot of flipping. And oh man, I could have cleaned house on that. Like even if I would have knew about EXP sooner. But so it was a no brainer. I was like, hey, look, I can join this company. They're going to pay me stock on every transaction to the equity program. And
Mhm.
then on top of that, like the cap that I'm paying in, I'm actually going to get that back. So I'm like doing all this math. I'm like, my flat fee company is actually more expensive with the volume I'm at. And then that was before you even consider rev share. I was like, so rev share is actually pure profit for me. So just by flipping, and I already paid myself a commission anyway, because if you're listing your own properties, it's work.
Yeah.
It's just we had agents do that for us, so there was still commission involved. We just
Mhm.
internalized that, paid myself a commission on those transactions, and of course, I got rental properties. And then there's this extra component, and this is where, going back to being left behind and becoming irrelevant, this is where real estate investors need to innovate, but also
Mhm.
agents. Investors need to innovate in the sense that I'm talking with a lot of people. They want to sell their house, just not at the price that an investor would need. Maybe their house already is pretty. Maybe they're not motivated. I can help them. Why
Mhm.
don't I
Yeah.
just either personally list it or let an agent on the team list it and take that referral fee? So I did the math, and it's painful to hear most agents like their reaction to this is crazy. But I left
Yeah.
$200,000 on the table in 2018 alone, just from lost opportunities that we didn't even participate. We didn't even try. We didn't even offer. That was if my closing ratio was 30%, which I think realtors, the closing ratio on listing appointments is much higher than that.
Right.
So because I didn't know what a closing ratio, I was like, 30%. If I'm a horrible listing agent, like surely I can close 30. So there's that. Now here's how the agents can benefit. They need to understand the investing side.
Mhm.
I am doing one, two, three, four. There's four houses right now that we have right now, and only one of them might be interested in a traditional listing. The other ones have zero interest in it at all, but they do want to get the most out of their house, and there are ways you can do that. Understanding how to market off-market properties, whether it's institutional investor buyers or just other, if you have a database of buyers that there are ways to do that without all the negatives that could come with a traditional listing with showings and having to pillage through like 50 offers or whatever. So understanding that can help the traditional agent get more listings that otherwise an investor might take.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. And just staying on top of that, and I like the situational awareness that you have in it, right? Like, just if you are continuing that education and you're the best in the industry, and like you said, you should be setting minimum goals. Like, if you're not a horrible agent or whatever, you should be hitting that certain percentage. And um I think that is what it takes to be an icon agent and to hit that production and be a self starter.